Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Leslie Spalavira. And how are you today, Brianna?
Oh, apart from the entirely different environment. Yep, I'm okay. I'm sitting behind my computer screen, hoping for the best. So
welcome to Radio SWR 99.9 FM. You're listening to International Psychic Mediums, Brianna Wilson and myself, Leslie Spalavira. And what we do is we talk to spirit. So if you have a question for us, you can go over to our Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page and post up your question on our live feed. And then that way we can answer your questions here on our radio show. So let's introduce you to Brianna and just tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Bri. I'm based in Western Sydney, so I use all my 5 class senses in all of my readings. So I get the choking, smelling, the sensing, the drowning, everything you can possibly think of. I'm also a remote viewer, so I get to see things beyond my ordinary level of perception, like a lovely Leslie here. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a mentor and a healer too. Don't want to forget that, but yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
So we are almost a mini me. She's taller than me, but I'm older than her, so we're virtually the same. we relay messages from spirit directly through to you. So if you've got a question from that you'd like us to ask the loved one or have a loved one pull through, then go over to our page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you will be able to post up your question there. I also do remote viewing, so it's pretty much the same as when you have your self, you come out of the shower and you've got a misty mirror on the mirror, and that's what it looks like to me. So it looks like exactly like you see it outside your eyes. You know, I've been in car accidents. I've sat as a little 10-year-old in a car. I've been on the corner of a car accident. I've had my legs chopped off. I've had diabetes. I've had everything according to spirit. As soon as the messages have been delivered to the loved one and the living, all those symptoms, seem to reside, which is good because I don't want to take it home with me. That's for sure. No. So what we are doing too is we're streaming across quite a few platforms tonight, which we're streaming across 8 platforms tonight. So if you're from overseas, tell us where you're from, suburb, state, and country and county, and what time it is over there, so that we can see, exactly where in the world that we are utilizing our gift to help people. So I always love to have beautiful validations and lots of meaty information, so that we can see what's going on, if we're on the right track, pretty much. So, and I'm just trying to pull it up on my screen, and clearly my iPad doesn't want to work tonight, does it? No. So let me go over to the page. And Brianna, are you drawn to anybody at the moment while I sort of pull this up?
No, not at the moment, but okay, we'll go with Emma Walsh. She would like a future reading.
Okay, let's do that.
And she's third from the top. Emma, darling, I feel that you're going to get a new job soon. However, I feel that there's a lot of workplace bullying in the environment that you're at the moment. If this isn't you at the moment, it's going to be your situation probably in the next job that you get. Don't allow anyone to step over the top of you, and just because they're paying you money, it doesn't allow them to, be nasty or, show... What's the word? Superior? I'm tongue-tied. Stipisteria.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
You get the point of what I'm trying to say. But, I also feel that there's a bit of, drama around your family. Yeah.
That's the word, turmoil.
Yeah, turmoil around the females in the family perhaps as well. So stay out of it. Stay out of the drama, because it's not worth it. It is not worth it. You'll get there. You will. I also feel that you are going to find new love soon, which is exciting. So you just got to focus on yourself first.
Yeah, there you go. So I get the number 12 around you, and I also feel like that the number 13 is quite significant also. So just the future coming up, February and March is going to be a little bit hectic for you. There's going to be crossing over through from that period of time to all the good stuff. So brace yourself for a few obstacles coming up in February and March. And I also get the number 11 around you. So you've got 11, 12, and 13. I also feel like you've got anxiety as well, which is not very good for you at the moment. And coming up to Christmas is a little bit of worry about money, but don't worry, don't despair. Just save your pennies. It's telling me that you've got actually a hole in your pocket. So you need to start saving your money so that you can actually start to, feel a bit more comfortable about what's going ahead. While you're saving your money, you can actually start to prep yourself and plan for the future. Okay, so I want you to start sitting down and thinking about what's the next step for the next, 6 months, 1 year. 2 years and 5 years. So that then you'll start to have some sort of like a less feeling of anxiousness in yourself, and that'll actually just make things a lot easier for yourself, Emma. And I'll leave it there. But if you could validate that for us in the future, that would be amazing. Thank you. So we've also got Zoe Anderson. Thanks for joining us. She says, hi, lovely ladies, watching your show. Thank you for joining us. We've also got Vicky Thrift. Thank you for joining us. We've got Robin Mellett. She says, it's Kettering in Ohio in USA, 4:04 a.m. Wow, that's so cool. Wow. And you're still up. I think she was there last night. I remember her name last night. I think it was her or the other night. So what we do, guys, is we actually stream live off our Facebook page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we stream across around 8 different groups and platforms. If you want a reading, go over to our page and like, love, and share it, and also post your question up there in the comment section whilst we are live, and we will get to it if we're drawn to it. So the software that we're using tonight, I'm not actually physically using the software because we're using our phones and our iPads, but clearly the iPad wasn't working when I started. But anyway, we're getting there. So I will be going back and forth up the stream here and choosing whatever I'm drawn to from Spirit. So we just want to say hello to a few people. So we've got here, we've got Greg Mary. Thanks for joining us. We've got Jane Huss. Thanks for joining us as well. So post your questions as many times as you want so that I can catch up with the software. Okay, guys. We've got Melinda Thompson. Thanks for joining us. Maureen Hopkins. Thanks for joining us. She says, love a message, please. And thank you always. So we'll come back to you. We've got Karen Riley in New South Wales. It's 8:05 p.m. Thanks for joining us. We've also got Tanya Stevenson. We said Vicky Thrift. We've got Rosie Salerno. We said Melinda. We've got quite a few people here. So let's see who we're drawn to at the moment. So I have got Melinda Thompson here. So she said, would love a general reading, please, ladies. So guys, if you want something specific tonight or just a quick, question and answer, put that through as well. Otherwise, we can do general. We can do everything except for medical and or contracts, anything like that. So we can guide you in the right direction, but we can't do any advice or tell you to have an operation or not have an operation or something like that. So and I'll leave it there. So sorry, who did I say? Melinda Thompson. She said she would love a general reading, please. Over to you, Bree.
Melinda, the first thing I get for you, sweetheart, is a grandfather coming through in spirit that actually had a serious condition, but that wasn't actually what killed him. I feel that with your grandfather, he would have passed away, I feel, when you're around the age of 15, but he's with you every single day, and he's always wanting you to, he's telling me at the moment about how you love a certain flower. I know that's very vague, but you always used to, when you were little, you'd pull over on the side of the road if you wanted to, go to the server or something, you'd always find the certain flower that you used to like. That's what he's showing me. There's also a song that comes on the radio that you've got to stop changing, because that's him trying to come through to you as best he can. So I know that it hurts because you haven't properly grieved yet, but yeah, he just wants you to know that he is with you in spirit 100%. I also am picking up on a auntie around you as well that could have also passed away from a bad hip. I feel like she had fallen. The hip it's been a big problem towards the end of her life too. So before I continue, I'll just allow you to validate that and pass you over to Les.
Yeah, thanks for leaving me with nothing.
You're welcome. Anytime.
I do it to you all the time. So what I get for you, Melinda, is number 10, and I also get October. So 10, they're saying to me. And I want to say too that coming into 2022 is going to be a big year for you. You thought that this year was big and tough. This next year's coming up, it's going to be quite big for you. And I just want to say too, with your shoes, they're showing me, actually it's not you, it's a gentleman with white sneakers or whites. Looks like that he just really has. It's a young man, and it's he's got white sneakers on, and I feel like that he's always got his hands in his pocket with his jeans, and he's always like sort of in the background. He's the quiet achiever I'm getting as well. And I just want to say too, with this one, if this is either your son or a nephew, just do a welfare check on him and see if he's okay, because he's feeling a bit left out at the moment. And I get the number 17 and 18 around you as well, Melinda. So please. Verify those numbers. And what's March? So something coming up in March is significant for you. I feel like it's either a birthday or an anniversary coming up as well. And I'll leave it there. So we've got here, I'm just going to go through this here. Yes, so Oana Stefan, yes, she says, hi, angels. Are you both in the studio now? Yes, we are. We're here tonight in the studio, thank God. So Alyssa Shea, hello. Thank you for joining us. We've got Corey Davidson, hi. Thanks for joining us. Who else have we got there? So we've got Corey. He said he would a well-loved general reading, please. Over to you, Bree.
Oh, I feel like you're going to have a bit of trouble in the workforce. I think that you're honestly better off going to find something that you're going to be more comfortable with within a personal level, because you put yourself out way too much and make yourself so uncomfortable to make everybody else happy, especially when it comes to the workforce. And I feel with you that you're actually doing a job because you're being told to do it, or because you're actually trying to make somebody else happy or make them proud. Just worry about yourself, mate. Honestly, I feel that you are going to have a new job very soon, and it's going to be much better pay, and you're going to get treated a lot better. So that's something to look forward to. I also see you moving as well out of the house that you're in into a completely new area, possibly the country. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and what I get for you, Corey, is the number 10 around you also. So, and actually number 1, they're saying to me, it's like you're a star and you don't even know it, So they're saying to me that you're very creative, very, very ideal person, like the ideas person, I should say. And I also feel like for you that you're the kind of person that would always love to be in jeans or shorts or something like that. They're saying to me that you're just a real casual dude, And I'm also getting work around you. So there's a couple more changes coming up, and I feel like that they're going to offer you something, or you're going to knock that offer back and then go for striving for something else, because I feel like there's something bigger for you out there. You just haven't seen it yet. Okay, so brace yourself for that. That's coming up in April next year. That's what I get for you. And also April for you next year, I feel like that's a milestone as well. Then you've also got November. So November is a milestone, as well as April for you as well. So brace yourself for those. It's going to be very nice for you. And there's lots of surprises coming up this year for you. I feel like that you have a lot of memories that you actually hold back. So it's time to bring out the memories of the people, and it's time to bring out all that goodness that you have. Okay. And they're also showing me that you are similar to us. You see things. I'm seeing that you get the shadows. I'm seeing that you get the voices. You're seeing you're not understanding where you are right now. So you're having sort of like an awakening, but the awakening is part of the process of where we are right now. Okay, so I don't believe you're getting the headaches as much as what we would have got them as when we first started. But I feel like that you're not sure which direction to go with this spiritual stuff. So if you are getting the headaches, then I tell you to tell them to go away, acknowledge them, tell them to go away, then pull them back when you want them to come back into your life. Okay, so when you want to start acknowledging spirit, then I'll leave it there. If you could validate that would be amazing. So what else have we got here? So
we do have a validation.
Oh, we've got a validation already. Wow, that was quick. Let's go. Over to you, Bree.
So this is from Sharon Surplus. She said, evening, ladies. I would like to give you a validation. 3 to 4 months ago, I asked you for a general reading, and the one thing you all told me was that there was going to be changes coming for me in the next 3 to 6 months. Ladies, I want to validate to you all those changes came in the last 2 weeks. I have worked in a casual job for 2 years, and the last week had come to an end. I was very concerned considering the time of year. Happy to say I have now been offered 2 new positions. Congratulations.
Well done.
Who, if possible, can you tell me if I have made the right decision in accepting the job I wanted? Of course.
Yes.
Thank you for your amazing work. Well done.
Well, we don't say these things for no reason. We get it from spirit. So we just say what we get. And if we don't say it, we lose it. Not lose it, but we lose the message from spirit. So that's why we have to say it. But I can't even remember what I told her. What was the name again?
Yeah, look, this is what spirit does. It kind of takes over, and we just say what we have to, and then completely are left with psychic amnesia.
Yeah, there you go. So what now we've got here? We've got another person by the name of we've done Corey. Sorry, I beg your pardon. We've got Jane Huss, and she says, "Hi, could I please get a love reading? I have been talking to a guy, and he's polite but not sure if he's interested. Thank you." Lots of love hearts there. Thank you, Jane. So if you've just joined us, we're International Psychic Mediums. Come on over from the group pages and join us on our page, and we will answer your questions over here. Okay. So we've got Jane Huss. She wants to know about a love reading, and she's seeing this guy. So over to you, Bree. So
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel that this is going to be the best type of relationship. I feel that you're going to put in a lot more than what you're going to get back from it, and that's not acceptable in any terms. I feel that this person is giving you the red flags, but you're not reciprocating. You're not understanding that these are red flags, or you're just not willing to believe that. It'll come back and bite you if you don't. So just listen to your red flags, because they are there. I think that you need to just worry about you and lay low from relationships for a little while, because it's going to get you hurt. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, Jane, I sort of kind of like feel the same thing. If look, I've always said that love should never hurt, and if it's starting to hurt, or if there's starting to be complications from the start, and I know you haven't indicated that, but I feel like there's going to be. It's going to be a bit of a roller coaster. Sometimes the book is not always pretty on the inside as it is on the outside. That's what I'm getting for you. So just have a bit of fun, have a bit of company for a while. But I feel like there's going to be big changes in 6 months for you, and I get the number 6 around you as well, 6 and 8 for you, Jane. So what they're saying to me, August is a big month for you, and it's like birthdays and anniversaries, or the 6th of August. That's what I'm getting as well. So, and I'll leave it there. So we've also got Maureen Hopkins. She wants to know, it's all about love tonight. So she wants to know about love as well. So over to you, Bree.
Look, I think this has got a lot to do, and the same things apply for you, Maureen, the last lady that I just read for. But I feel that with you, the next gentleman that comes is going to be a lot more suitable to your emotional mentals. But I feel that you've been through a whole war zone of just men that have been the same pattern over and over and over again. And I feel that you're just starting to appreciate your self-worth and appreciate who you are as a person. And that way you're not going to actually accept the same person or the same type of personality back through a man. So the next guy that's coming for you is going to be quite different and good. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah, Maureen, I just feel like, did she say that she had somebody? I didn't know. I forgot to write.
She said that she had somebody. Yeah.
She has somebody now, yeah. I just feel like this one he's going to go for a little bit longer, probably 2 years, 2 months. They're saying 2 months, 2 years. I don't feel like it's going to be as small as 2 weeks because it's leading up to Christmas. Then it's just going to be like, it's sort of like a habit at the moment. And I feel like it's like the caring thing at the moment as well. However, it's, I don't want to be a downer for all these love relationships tonight, but I just don't feel like it's going to work. I just feel like he's going to move on. Or you're going to move on as quick as him. Actually, you're going to get him first, they just told me. So you've been hurt quite a lot before, so you're used to this, and you don't want to have any more scars, they're saying to me as well. So I'll leave it there. Thank you. We've got Zoe Anderson, and she would love I think it's Zoe Anderson you wrote down here, Bree, for a past life. Is that right?
Oh, no, I was just writing down possible past lives as a
okay, you're right. Yes, so we've got Zoe Anderson. She says, hi, lovelies. Love watching your show. Thank you for joining us, Zoe. And we've also got Vicky Thrift. She says, hi, love ladies. Who else have we got here? Tina Fear, Karen Riley, and quite a few other people. Thank you for joining us. So send in your question. We've got Justine James. She said she's watching us. Oh, who else? We've got Julie Poglace. Thanks for joining us. We've got Karen Riley. She says, I'm from New South Wales. It's 8:05 p.m. I have a close friend who has just crossed over on the 1st of December. Wow, that's really, really insane. Yes, I know it hurts a lot too. So let's do a little bit of a reading for Karen, please. There, Bree. Let's go.
Karen, the first thing I get for you with this
throat. Person, you just got the throat too.
Yeah, look, this person. Look, I feel that this person actually could have. Sadly.
Yes.
Yeah. Done this to themselves, unfortunately. Look, he wasn't in a good place when this happened. You need to understand that. And there's no blame that you need to take on for yourself, because there's nothing you could have done. There's nothing that you could have done, okay? He has passed over. He knows. And I feel that what he did was definitely planned, if that makes sense. He knew what he wanted to do at that point in time. Okay, he's safe. He's happy. He's like, you don't understand how comfortable and nice a woman is over here. You really don't. I'll leave it at that because it's pretty heavy. But yeah, Leslie, did you want to take the?
Yeah, so I get there was a letter left from this man, and there was notification prior to what's taken place, and I think you get what we're saying. And I feel like that there was a lot of confusion in the mind, okay? So the confusion in the mind was what set it off, and I feel like there was drugs involved as well. So there's confusion, there's phone calls, there's lots of phone calls prior, there's lots of messages, and no one's responding. That's what I've seen from this man. And I also feel like with him too, there was financial difficulty, and he owed people quite a fair bit of money, this man. So if this is not you, then Zoe, this is definitely somebody around who's on this platform right now. And I'll leave it there. So I can't understand your writing, Brett.
Validation.
Oh, validation. Right. I just do a big V.
Okay, I'll do that from now on.
So
No.
over to you, Brie.
This is from Melinda Thompson. It says, "Oh, thanks, ladies. Yes, I did lose my pa when I was 15, and yes, I used to love the yellow flowers that grow on the side of the road. Wow, he never come through before. The number 17 is my late husband's birthday.
Oh,
wow,
right.
looking forward to another big year.
Yeah, there
Have
you
extra
go.
responsibility at work, so that makes sense. Just not sure about the March date. Thanks again."
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Keep
Yeah.
March, because I wrote it down here in March, so keep March in mind. You've got October too, 10 I got as well. Unless it's 10 at night. So yeah, I also feel like that the person that was on the 17th that passed was around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. That's what I'm getting as well. So, and I'll leave it there. So did we do Emma Walsh? We did Emma, somebody, yes, we did Emma Walsh. So we've got Rosie Salerno, and she says, "Hi, pretty ladies. Hope you are both in good spirits. I am from the USA, Southern California, San Bernardino County. It is 1 a.m. here. Thanks for joining us there, Rosie. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I love to hear who we've hit over the world so that we can know that, you know, we're sharing our gift with people. So did you read this one about from Sharon Surplus?
Yeah.
Evening, ladies. Yeah, 3 to 4 months ago. That's awesome. Wow. I'm trying to catch up here. What else we got here? Yes, we're on SWR 99.9 FM, and we are both in the studio. This is the first time that Bran has been in the studio. She was very excited. We tried to do a little live skit before we started, but I didn't know the camera was on the side. It kept saying, "Put it up to the straight." No, God, I'm not good at this sometimes, I tell you.
I found it amusing.
So we've got Greg Mary here, and he says, "Hi guys, hope you are doing great as always. It's awesome to see Bree in the studio for the first time. It's going to be a good night, absolutely." So Rosie says, "I have shared and made and with many. I would love a general reading, please." So over to you, Bree. I get a lot of work problems around Rosie.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say, especially with workplace bullying. Sweetie, you don't need to tolerate anything that people are putting over you just because they're employing you and paying you. You have rights, okay? You have rights, and you don't have to put up with anything other than what you deserve, especially in the workforce. Don't allow anybody to bully you into thinking that their job that they're paying you for is the only job in the world, because your mental health is going to deteriorate real quick if you don't do something about the situation that you're in and start standing up for yourself a little bit. You can do it. I know that you can. You've got the fire in you to do so. But I feel that you need to just start knowing your worth. And if you go a little bit without having any work because of the fact that you're not going to put up with that, then so be it. There are going to be other ways. You're going to be okay, and there's not going to be any. You're not going to end up on the street. We'll put it that way. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, Rosie, I get a lot of issues around work as well. And when Spirit shows me the venom coming out of the mouth and there's a lot of green, I see that there's a lot of jealousy and a lot of things that are not right in the workplace, as well as communication in the family. I see a lot of difficult just a few little obstacles before Christmas. You know, it's not right, and it shouldn't be right either when they're doing that to you. So I just want to say to pull back the reins, be like the spider on the wall in the web, and just watch what happens. Okay, be a little bit more silent. Don't be as vocal as you have been. Okay, there's no need to stick up for yourself, because it's just like a process where people like to rev you up to make you look like the baddie, okay, and you're not. So, and I get a good vibe about you. I get your energy is really quite good. I also feel like the number 21 and 2 and 1 is 3, and also get number 22 around you, which is 4. So I've got the 20s. It looks like the 22nd of August or July, August, somewhere around there. That's a significant month for you as well. And they're just saying to me 2 birthdays in December, or two anniversaries, 2 something in December. So this month is a big month for you as well. And Christmas time is going to be exceptionally good this year, because everybody can get together. And they're saying to me like 2 or 3 families, they're going to be getting together and having a great time. So whatever goes on in the family there, just ignore, just pull back the reins, and don't be as reactive. They're saying to me, just be, a bit slower with everything at the moment, and just protect yourself. You're not protecting yourself. So, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. We have any more validations there, Bree?
Not at the moment. I'm keeping my hawk's eye out.
Okay. So also, guys, if you have, if you're going through an awakening or anything like that, and you know that you've got any gifts like us, but you don't know how to use it, we're doing a workshop on Monday night. You can go to our Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page and go and join our event. You can go there and see what it's all about. I'm doing the 6 M's, where we're doing mindful mindset. We're doing mindset. We're doing a bit of timeline therapy, hypnosis, things like that in there as well. So it's all about doing some exercises to get you up to speed to where we are, so that you can share your gift properly, as well as protect yourself in the meantime. It's not that expensive, but just go over to our page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you'll see all our event information up there. So, and we'll be back. And welcome back to Radio SWR 99.9. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Leslie Spalaviro, and we are international psychic mediums. So tell us where you're from. You can jump over to our page and love, like, and share it. We also do private readings if you're interested in a private reading as well. So this is Brianna's first time in the studio, and it's pretty much much different than being at home, but just got a microphone and a headset on. True?
I'll be honest with you, it's completely different to doing it at home. It's completely different. I'm managing 2 pages here, so again, I've got my page and your page. I've got this. This.
You'll be right. Oh, geez. So we've got Alyssa Shea. She says, anything in general for the year ahead for me? Any messages from my grandma? So over to you, Brie.
Yeah, I've got your grandma coming through, and I feel that she had problems with her lungs, girl. I feel that she couldn't actually get anything up whenever she coughs. So that tells me that she actually had emphysema or lung cancer when she passed away. She's telling me that she didn't smoke for a handful of years before she passed away, but she regrets it because the damage was done by the time she actually found out that it was there, if that makes sense, and it was irreversible. Your grandmother is 100% there in spirit, and she's so proud. She's telling me how much you used to like those tiny little Granny Smith apples, those really small ones, and you used to just eat. She'd buy like a pack of 8 to 10 of them, and you devour the entire lot. That's what she's telling me. She wants you to smile and use that beautiful smile of yours, because those funny memories of her and you and the lifetime of memories that you guys have together, like the little apples, would be one of those many lifetime memories, is something that is going to keep you going, especially when you start to get upset or you start to feel that you're not coping with anything. She's always around, and she had the best sense of humor too. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah. What about you, Les?
Yeah, what I get for you too is a little cutie little granny, okay? And she was very, very petite, very, very tiny, but she says, I had a little bit of oomph in me. I had the voice. And she's saying, and I feel like this lady has a different, it's not like they used to call her nanas, like used to call her Oma or something like that. That's what I'm getting for that as well, like a different nana name for an overseas or someone outside of Australia, just like it's an Oma or Nonna or something like that for her. And she's also showing me that she had lots of different types of jewelry, and people used to comment on her jewelry, and she used to like the rings. And I feel like that you've actually got a ring from her, and it looks like to me it's got a stone, like a red stone, like a ruby in it. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like that if you're not wearing it right now, she wants you to wear it, okay? Because it's important that you have that conduit line straight to her, so that when you're feeling in despair, you just have to hold it and think of her, and you'll start to feel warm inside. That's what I'm getting from her as well. I also see that someone's thinking about, it's either you that's cut your hair or somebody's about to cut their hair, and she's saying, yes, it's going to look nice, so just please do it, okay? Because it's actually going to work. It's actually going to look, quite pretty for them. So if that's not you, that's somebody around you, or there's a young child that wants to cut the hair, but the parents don't want it to. That's what I'm seeing. So she's saying, yes, just cut the hair. It's going to be fine, okay? Also see like a little, I have to say it. I don't like saying things that that's weird, but I have to say it anyway. She's showing me like a little, either a copper teapot or a little copper old-fashioned pot, and I don't know what that means. I think you'll know what that means. So she's showing me that it's like a copper or a brass type of little teapot where you can use it. It looks like you used to use it when you're a child, or it's been handed down. That's what I'm getting from her as well. So if that's not you, then tell us who it is in there, because I see that crystal clear. So, and if you could validate that, that would be amazing too. Thank you. Oh, so are you drawn to anybody there, Brianna?
No, I'm just having a look and trying to get the hang of keeping. Someone's
struggling to breathe. I can feel like I
That's
can't
what
breathe.
I thought too. Very short.
I feel really hot. So it gets really warm in the studio when you've got all this energy going on. So just brace yourself for this one, guys, as I can feel it coming through. So
it's going to be an interesting night.
Yes, and we've got Kaz McKellar. Hi, ladies. Are you doing aura readings tonight? Would love one if you have time. Yes, please. I get the color pink around you, Kaz. So I'm not sure exactly what pink means. I think it's intuitive and magical and all that stuff. But I feel like that the pink is for you going forward is like the brightest color that you could have around you at the moment, because your times have been a little bit in sorrow. Your like even past life has all been a little bit sorrow. So it's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of drama in the past, but coming forward, pink, and then it's crossing over to yellow for you. So look that up for me, and I'll give it up to Brianna.
I'm so proud that you've actually learned how to read auras.
Well, I haven't. I don't. I'm just seeing what I see.
You're going with intuition. The pink that you see is actually got to do with the fact that she's living in 5D. You've probably heard me talking about third dimension, fourth, and fifth dimension, which is the state of consciousness.
Well, there you go. It says pink is romance, love, generosity, giving and receiving, and faithful. I've got my cheat sheet here, so.
Oh, cheat sheets, my goodness. No, yeah, well, I get blue for you. So a blue aura means that you are actually starting to vocalize how you're feeling in certain situations. You're not allowing people to walk over you the way that you may have done so once upon a time. You don't tolerate the things that you used to, and I feel that you're starting to find your voice, which is fantastic, and I'm really proud of you for that. It's not easy to find your voice. I also see yellow around you as well, which also shows that you've got a lot of emotions pent up in your solar plexus chakra. And your solar plexus chakra, that's actually where we carry all of our emotions when we're upset or when we're grieving or whenever we get a really sickening feeling because of emotion. That's actually a solar plexus chakra building up and containing all these negative emotions. That for the yellow for you is actually got a bit of a tint to it. So I feel that you need to start emotionally purging a little bit and grieve over what you've lost over the last few years. That's what I'm showing. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, right. So what was the question with her? I already did that for the aura. That's right. That's right. Yeah, aura reading. So we've got, apparently Facebook's given us some stars. So we set up stars tonight. We're trying to do a live, mini live before we started, and all of a sudden Facebook gives me stars. I went, oh, this is brilliant. So if you want to send some stars, go for it. So here we are. Where are we up to? So we've got Robin Millet. She said, yes, I love watching and learning from you both. Yes. So Robin, we've got a little workshop coming up if you want to join us. It's not that expensive. So jump over to our Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air page and to the event section and book us for that. And that'll help people. It's not just all about up and coming psychic mediums. It's actually about a lot of self manifestation and meditation for yourself. A lot of things that actually can help you in the future. It's for anybody, to be honest. So it's quite different to what you've learned before. So Robin Mellett, she said, curious, do you have a message from my daddy or grandma? Did we just do her? No, not yet.
I don't think so.
So yeah, so I get for you from your grandma. No, I just feel like dad's coming through for you, and I feel like this man was. He's saying to me, I used to sit there and just twiddle my thumbs on the lounge, like just sit there and twiddle my thumbs on the lounge. And he's shown me a black recliner where he used to fall asleep on. He used to have his hands on his, like after the thumbs were twiddled, he used to have his hands on his belly. And he's saying my belly was like that bloke out of Austin Powers where the bloke used to pull up his shirt and go, get in my belly. And I see this man. He's very, very solid. He's also saying that I was sharp as an axe. He's saying my IQ was quite high. He says, but I didn't use it at school. He says I left school around the age of 14, and I didn't do much theory work. He says I was the practical man and the practical joker. And he's also saying to me as well, he goes, you remember the times that he used to have like all the funny stuff. He used to make you laugh and give you that look and say, I'm going to do this, and you knew the look, okay, before he would actually do something to somebody or make them laugh. So he's quite the stooger. He's quite the funny character, and he's still got that now. And I feel like that for you, you've actually taken on that part of the personality as well, okay. And he's shown me that he had the really, really white parts in his eyes, but the pupils were actually quite dark brown, okay. So his eyes were like, if he gave you the stare, he gave you the stare. You knew not to push the boundaries any further, or anybody knew not to push the boundaries any further. I feel like he was a builder or carpenter, this man. So yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
So, and I'll leave some for Brie now. Okay.
I'll just give you what I've got so far. Thank you. So your dad loves tractors, and I feel like he was.
That's why I let you go first.
I feel that but then that, you know what, we could sit here all night. Who's stolen who's reading, but okay. So I feel like with tractors and earth moving, he used to always, or it was either him or you'd always talk about that greasy, oily diesel smell that would come off him when he was finished work, which actually would coincide, Leslie, with your.
That's what I'm smelling now. It's really funny.
The oil, which actually coincides with the reclining chair and going to kick his feet back after a long, hard 12 to 15 hours day at work. So that kind of all looped in there, but he's with you 100%, and he's showing me like a teddy bear or a doll that you used to have, that he actually bought for you when you were a little girl, and he used to like sit it on your bed all the time whenever, you know, it would, if you went over to your mum's, if the parents were divorced, you go over to mum's for a week, you come back, you find your bed made, and you'd have this doll sitting there, not in a creepy way either, in the loving way, mind you.
Chucky doll.
No, not the one with the head turn. No, this is a loving doll. This is like it's like the same kind of bear that you get from like a year 6 thing where like everyone signs it. It's similar to that. I think it was handmade. So please validate that for me. I'll leave it there and pass you over to Les.
Yeah, we'd love a validation. So Jane Hush, she just said, trying to get your attention, been on different platforms a few times. Let's see if I can get your attention, just wanting a love reading. We've already done you, lovey, so you have to go back. If you haven't already heard that, you can go back and listen to the first part of the show. So we're 37 minutes. I think we did you around 8:30, so about 7 minutes ago. We've also got here Justine James. She says, hi, lovelies. Would love a general reading, please. She says, special numbers for myself, please. So special numbers. Oh, I actually think that you're seeing special numbers there, Justine. That's what I get. And I also feel like for you, the number 9 and the number 8 for you. So 8 and 9 is significant. And I also get August, so the 8th. And it's like the 9th of August, or they're saying to me the 15th of August or something like that is birthday. And I'm also why am I getting with the 1st of the 2nd? So 1st of the 2nd as well. And I feel like that 2022 for you is going to be a significant year for you. That's been tough this year. And I'm not just saying that because it's general, but it's been significantly tough for you. And it's sort of like done your head in. They're saying to me that your mind is quite not confused, but it's over it. You know, you're over a lot of things. You just can't wait to like get Christmas over and done with and bushgut into the next year. That's the type of attitude that I'm getting from you, from Spirit. Okay, and I'll leave it there and I'll give it over to Brianna.
Well, I've just had a mental blank, so I think we could have
a dementia patient.
Yeah, but could you please repeat the question?
So the Justine James says, hi, lovelies, would love a general reading, please. Special numbers for myself, please.
You're going through a spiritual awakening, my girl. And these special numbers, please validate this for me, but I feel like a 111, 222, 222, 222, 444, 444, 777. I'm not going to repeat that because I can't remember what numbers I just said, but they're important. So I feel that with you, you're in a bit of a difficult situation where you're not really realizing who you're turning into, but you're not who you used to be. People don't understand that when we are, when we grow up, our entire persona is based on trauma. So when we grow out of that shell, we don't know who. It's a scary time, and I feel like that's something that you're going through at the moment. So hang in there. It's all going to get a lot more freakier before it gets normal. But that's just how it is. I feel that with you, you've got new love coming too, and I feel like he's going to be your twin flame or somebody that's going to be incredibly spiritual who's going to help you on your journey. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, thank you for that. So if you've just joined us, we're international psychic mediums. We relay messages from Spirit directly through to you. We put our necks on the line live. We don't hold back anything that we get from Spirit. We're not, these freaks with one eye in the middle of our head. We don't look like monsters. We're, pretty normal human beings, I'd say. Well, I am. I don't know about Brianna.
Oh, no, I'm not.
So if you have a question, send over your question to our Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, and that way we can answer it live here on wherever we're drawn to on radio, and also on over one of our group pages. So if you're on one of our group pages, come over to our main page so that we can see your questions here, because we can't keep jumping back and forth to those group pages, unfortunately. So Rosie, she says, oh my God, the phone is going to die. You have to get it plugged in, girl. So last night we said that we were going to do some ghost tours as well. So if anybody's interested and you want to express some expressions of interest, go over to our page and send us a message in the messenger, or just put it over here on this page as well on the actual live feed. Then we can pick it up and then just get an idea of how many people are actually interested in that. We've also got a workshop coming up to this coming Monday night, so it's only a few days away, and we're also just running through, the meditation, mindfulness, a lot of different things to help people get through, the next few phases of the Christmas as well as the New Year, and also just for upcoming psychic mediums. We've had a lot of requests over the last few weeks where people want to know more about how to use their gift. We've found that a lot of people have got a gift like us, that they don't know how to protect themselves and they don't know how to, push away spirit and pull spirit in. So that's what we do. We're here to help you to do this, because I always say that there's not enough love in this world, and if we have this gift, we're going to share it with everybody so that people can, stop the suffering. That's why I ask, where are you guys from? So if you can send us your suburb, state, and country, or your county, and what time it is, so we can see what parts of the world we're actually helping with our gifts. So we've got Sandra Dorr. She says, "Hi, ladies." We've got Shani Devani. Sorry, I can never say some of these names. And hello, thanks for joining us. So we've got that, we did that validation for Melinda. Gosh, I'm far behind. We've got Pauline Milton. Thanks for joining us. She says, "Can I have a reading, please?" So I'm guessing that's going to be a general. So over to you, Bree.
Look, you need to declutter the friends that you've got, because there's 2 to 3 of them that are very, very toxic, that you think are your best mates that are not any good for you. If you're thinking, well, I don't have any friends, these people are then acquaintances. We're going to talk about acquaintances then, because you're trusting the wrong people, girl, and you're wondering why you're not getting anywhere. It's because these people are relaying the information back to those that you don't really want to get it to, because they just can't amuse themselves in their own life. I think that you have a lot to strive for. You've got a lot to show for yourself. Don't let people tarnish what you have worked so hard for, especially with your mental health. I feel like you've had a bit of a struggle with your mental health in the last, say, 5 to 6 years, and you're just getting on top of things now. Don't let that get jeopardized by people who are bored. All right, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, Pauline, what I get is a lot of untrustworthy friends around you at the moment. So just pull back the reins. And I see a lot of venom coming down the mouth, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of green venom coming down. When spirit shows me, backstabbing or bullying or anything like that, I don't believe it's just bullying. I believe there's a lot of backstabbing going on behind you. You know about it, but you're still speaking. You're still giving these people the respect that they don't deserve. So you know what I mean. They're saying to me also that your hearing, I think it's on your right side. I'm not sure if it's the headset here. I don't think so, but the right side of your hearing is it's like you're grinding your teeth, and it's all the way down my jaw. So my jaw, my ear, everywhere, my neck is all sore as well. So that needs to be adjusted. I feel like you can get a splint, or if you're not wearing a splint, you need to wear a splint to stop you from grinding your teeth, because the tension's on at night, okay? Now, I feel like you're also tossing and turning, so you can't sleep well at night at the moment. They're showing me you're getting up, going to the bathroom, coming back, and then just tossing and turning in. It's like you're a washing machine in bed, they're saying to me. And there's a lot of despair around you, and I see tears. I see you crying in your bed as well. If you're not doing it now, you have been doing it in the past, okay? And I also see when you're driving as well, it's like the only time you have peace for yourself. And I can see the tears coming down your face, okay? And then you're trying to hide everything from everybody. And it's because of all the trauma, that where you're going to, like the work and the environment, whatever it is that's what's causing you the problem, okay? So you need to pull back the reins and start to protect yourself, put some white light around yourself, and make sure that you're white lighting and reflecting it like a mirror to get rid of that, get that bad energy around you. They're also showing me as well, there's one room in your house that is quite cold, and it's not as pleasant as any other part of the house. It's not as warm, they're saying to me. So that's like, but it's got its own negative energy in here. Nobody wants to go in that room. Nobody wants to stay in it, okay? And so you need to get rid of that. So look up Alison Dubois' how to protect your home, I think it's called, on YouTube, and that way you can actually use the sage to get rid of the bad energy, and then use the sweetgrass to put the good energy back in the home, okay? And that's how you do it. You don't just everyone just talks about sage, but it's not. It's actually sage and sweetgrass to bring back the good energy. So why would you take out all the bad and not put the good back in? That's how I see it. So, but don't ask Brianna how to do that, because she'll tell you how to burn your house down.
Man, my partner's lucky that he actually found that hat that was on fire, and I know he's listening tonight, so he's going to be sitting there absolutely cutting himself laughing. But that was in our bedroom, and there was just a waft of smoke coming out, and he's like, "Oh my god, you really set the house on fire." Right. But look, you know what? Don't stick fire tools with a blonde person. But we do have 2 validations.
Okay, awesome. Let's do it.
So this is from Robin Mellett. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so thanks both. You have just brought joyous tears to my eyes. My daddy used to joke around all the time. Plus, he used to perform with the actor Jerry Lewis at his fraternity house. That's hectic. That's awesome. He had the most sincere dark brown eyes. The oil smell was the hair grease he used, or possibly the vitamin E oil for his. So I feel like he used to put engine oil.
So she's got that character. I said that too about her.
I feel like that this guy used to almost grab oil grease and just put it through his hair.
He's showing me like he's got that big thick black hair, and it was like the grease trap, like around in the head, like the old days, like Elvis. Yeah, and I feel that he used to do it because he used to find it repulsive. But so I'll continue on. He said the oil smell was the hair grease he used for possibly vitamin E oil for his psoriasis.
He used to read bedtime stories to me. I will love him forever and ever. He also used to bring me a red rose on my birthday. That is so cute. That is so cute. And then we've got another validation here from
Karen Riley. Have you seen that one? Because I've got that one here as well.
No, this is also from Alyssa Shea.
Mm-hmm.
My mum, validation, my mum explained that she did used to smoke, 95% sure, when she was in her early 20s and 30s. I've been wanting to cut my hair and re-dye again soon. As for jewelry,
you got to do that cut because your past loved one said to do it.
I feel like she's bleached her hair too much, and that's why she's got to cut it. I'll be honest, and we've all been there, so no judgment, honestly. But yeah, it'll look great. I feel like a pixie cut will really suit you.
Yep.
I'm not being mean when I say that either. As for the jewelry, I'm not quite sure. She used to have old tea sets and brass and copper pots and pans.
There you go. Because I saw that. Yeah. She must have played with them too, because that's what I was saying. Like I saw the old brass pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. So, right, is that it for that one? I'll read this one out. Or you've got Karen Riley there?
No, you go.
So we've got Karen Riley. She says, I appreciate that, ladies. He was a humanitarian person who loved nature, working with trees, and a truck driver, loved life, but was very frustrated with how things were going towards the end. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, anyway, we'll keep moving. So we've got Pauline Milton. We've already done you. So who else have we got here? Right, we'll be back in a sec. And welcome back to Straight Radio, SWR 99.9 FM. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Leslie Spalaviro, and Brianna's just trying hard not to make me laugh here for some reason.
I'm doing nothing. We're on live, so people can see I'm absolutely innocent. I'm just sitting here minding my business.
Oh, yeah. Did you see those little eyes look at me? Yeah, sure. So I've written down Kim Jade. She said that she'd love some guidance here, and I feel like we need to give her a hand here, because she says, I'm not sure where I stand. Weary from unsettling experiences, please send some guidance. Lots of hearts, lots of messages there. So if you do we'll come back to her in a sec, but if you do have a question, you can post it up here as many times as you can, so that we can catch that question, because sometimes it does go too fast for me. So over to you, Bree.
Look, I feel that you are going to be faced with a huge decision soon, and I feel this is where your guidance is going to be needed. You need to think of the most logical outcome and what's going to be most beneficial. And I get that the outcome that is most viable is not the outcome that you may have wanted, but it is the most suitable one. And that the universe doesn't ever put anything in our path that we can't handle. We're exactly where we need to be at that point in time. So whatever it is that you're going through, you're supposed to be there. You're going to be able to help a lot of people through what you're going through now, and that's kind of why we go through what we do. I feel that with you, though, you've been very burnt lately or recently by people that are close to you, and you don't know whether to allow them back into your life or to let them go and let them go. I feel like you need to let them go. Once people, hurt me once, shame on you, hurt me twice, shame on me. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I get too. So I feel like this is relationship for you. And I wrote down relationship, and I also wrote down sinus, because I feel like you've got either the right side of your head or your face is really, really quite sore right up into the ear as well, or the person that's around you the closest. And I feel like that there's just a few things that you're asking questions about with this relationship. And there's also lack of communication. It's like the family doesn't like the partner, or it's the other way around, or his family doesn't like you. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting conflict of interest there as well. So, and I feel like that people want to push either you into a different direction away from this person, and that they want you to go with somebody else, but you don't, your heart's in somewhere else. So it's like the dividing of the hearts, and your heart is already set on something else that you want. Okay. So you've got to stick to that, because no matter what, this is your life, Kim, and there's no turning back once you take this step. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing from that, and I'll leave it there, but I feel like that everything's going to turn around. Everything that you want is going to turn around. And I also get the number 6. So 4 and 6, or 4 to 6 months, things are going to turn around. You're going to say to yourself, oh my God, what was I thinking? Why was I even thinking that? That's silly, so even though it's not silly now, so don't take me the wrong way with that. So, and I'll leave it there. So we've got Gary Mundy. He says, hello, can I have a reading? Does my wife have any messages for me? She has passed away. I am from Australia. So yes, of course she does. She's always with you there, Gary. That's what I get. So I get the number 22 and 23 around her. Oh, actually, I just wrote 3. So what is 3 around you? And number 23. So we've got 2, 3, 22, and 23 for you. I also feel like number 14 is significant for you as well there, Gary. And just going forward, I can't actually breathe. I feel like it was a lot of trouble for her to swallow, and she appreciates the hand holding and the reassurance of passing as well. She knows that people were there, and she showed me in the hospital, and she showed me that people were there, and that there was a lot of, actually that might be your grandmother. I feel like there's two people that's actually had the same situation. I can't see if it's just your wife or her mother or your grandmother. I can't quite see who it is. Okay, actually her mum, I feel like her mum's alive, and her grandmother. So she's over there on the other side with one of those ladies. I can't quite see who it is. They all look the same. That's what they're telling me. They all look the same. They're saying to me, and she's saying to me that she actually was. And I have to say, I don't know why, but she keeps showing me this. But she's saying to me she was embarrassed about her nose, if that makes sense. I don't know what that means, but yeah. And I'll leave it there. Over to you, Bree.
She's showing me as well that I think that you may like. The love that you guys have for each other is beautiful, and she's showing me that you guys could have actually gotten married especially once you found out that she was sick, which is, she's saying that you made the last of my days the most comfortable and pleasurable, and I can't thank you ever enough for that. But she's noticing that you're wanting to obviously be happy. She gives you permission to move on and be happy. She wants you to be happy, okay? Just because you may move on in this lifetime, she's going to be waiting for you on the other side, and it's not going to make her angry. She understands. Okay, she just wants you to be happy because you make everybody else happy, so why not look after yourself? I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I just got really anxious in my heart. Like, I feel like I've been stabbed in the heart. That's how much it's hurt you. It's like a broken heart for you. That's what I'm getting, and I feel like it takes your breath away too. So it's and look, when you're lying in bed, I feel like that your hair is itchy, but you don't have dandruff or anything like that. But that's her just stroking your head at night. She's tapping you on the head, just making sure that she's there, and you're talking out loud to her as well, and she knows that you're doing that. So it's a lot of mumbling underneath your breath. That's what I'm getting. It's not quite out loud. It's like you're embarrassed in case you get caught, but yeah, she knows that you're doing that. So we've got Robin Keane Kirby. She says, my head just started hurting as you said that, Liz. Oh, right. Well, there you go. And that lady inherited the tea set. So who else we got here? Maureen Hopkins, we did her, I think. We did her, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
That's right.
We could do Gloria Ganji if you want.
Where's that?
Well, because we're not on StreamYard right now. I can't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, tell me what.
So it was 2 minutes ago.
Okay, righto. Well, I'll just go 2 minutes ago, righto. So yeah, over to you, because I can't even find it. So
okay, well, Gloria, I don't actually know too well, but she actually did some wonderful healing on me when I was crook the other day, and I was up and feeling better within 24 hours. So I think I should return the favor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gloria, you are a beautiful soul, and you have a lot going for you, my darling. And you have got, you're an amazing healer. Oh my gosh, you are an incredible healer. You need to get out there and start doing your soul's purpose and answering to that calling of yours, because you are going to change the world. You are going to change the world with the incredible healing and Reiki abilities that you have. You've got a lot of anguish around you, and you disguise or you distract yourself from what's actually going on inside by doing everything for everybody else, because yes, it does help you to heal, but it's also a distraction. You need to start just dealing and setting with these emotions that you have that can sometimes surface because you're very good at pushing them aside. Start sitting with them and giving yourself permission to release them. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, what I get for you there, Trish, is the number 12 around you. And I also feel like that 1 to 2 p.m. is significant timing of a loved ones that's passed, okay? And I also feel like it's like you're at the temple part of your career, and that things are starting to actually go in the right direction for what you've actually manifested in the past, okay? So this is a really good sign. And going forward for you, there's nothing to worry about. I feel like there's going to be a couple little obstacles, but you're a survivor. They're saying you're very creative. You've got the ideas. You know where you want to be. You're a planner. You're very OCD, and things are going to fall in your place because you're always giving back to the universe, okay, and giving back to people. So it's going to come back tenfold for you. And I'll leave it there. So what else? We can do another one before we go to the break here. We've got Justin. Vicky Kelly. She says, hi ladies, hope you are both well. Do you have any messages for me this evening? Loving the show. So over to you, Bree, for Vicky Kelly.
Look, you need to be careful with the males in your life, especially the ones that think that they've got authority over you, because they don't. Okay, you are very, you don't like to disturb the peace, which is why you allow things to happen the way that you have been. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to not, it's okay to not want to do everything people ask you to do and do something for yourself. But that's all I've got for you, darling. So I'll leave it at that and pass you over to Les.
Yeah, so Vicky, I get a lot of anxiety around you. I also wrote down number 1, 7, and it is 8. So 17, 1, 7, 8, and 17 for you. I also get my right ear for you as well. And I feel like you're another person that's actually grinding your teeth at night, waking up with the fatigue, headaches, and it's like the restless sleeps and everything like that. And I feel like they're showing me too that the money is not flowing in as quick as it should be for you, and that's what is making you restless. That's what's making you concerned. Okay, and they're just saying me job offer. I feel like that you've either lost your job just now, or there's a job offer coming up, or you're thinking of going part-time, because I just got part-time. I just got job offer part-time. So, and I feel like that things are going to either backflip for you and turn into the right direction, but you've got to get your mindset right, because it's this negativity that you're actually encapsulating into your body is filtering out everywhere, and emotions are contagious. Okay, so when you're doing this, people are catching on, and they don't want to be around this negative energy because it's not normally like you. Okay, so things that when you're stressed, you're very emotional, and there's the tears, there's sensitivity. But going forward, if you could just pull back the reins a little bit with that, and make sure that you have some form of structure in your mind to go forward, things will start to plan out for you exactly how you want it. And I'll leave it there. So we'll be back in a second. Good. You got a break now. You can go to the toilet if you want. 2 minutes. But they can still hear us. Oh. Sweating. Whew. Yeah. They actually should pick it up. I forgot to turn it off. Because when that's on, I was looking at it going, oh shit. Never mind. I always have a stuff up every now and then, because there's so many things to do. I know, and you don't know, like 50 things. You can see what I do. Imagine if I had the Instagram going. Crazy.
Just whatever you do,
Huh?
just whatever you do, don't mention it too much.
No, we've got a minute. And we've got 30 seconds. Quickest break ever. Is there validation there? We do that one?
Yeah.
We did it?
Yeah.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Leslie Spalaviro, and we are international psychic mediums. So we relay messages from Spirit directly through to you. We don't have any cards. We're live on Facebook, and I don't have anything against cards. We just, got to pull through Spirit really quick when you're on air, because you can't have any dead air. So that's what we do. If you have a question, come over to our Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, and we will answer it live for you here in the studio. So we've just done an hour. We're also back here again, or not in the studio, but we're back here again on Sunday night live on our show. So we stream live 6 hours a week. We stream across 7 to 8 platforms every time we stream. So if you're on one of the group pages, come over to our Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, because we can't transfer back and forth through the Facebook, the actual social media. So we'll actually see your questions easier on our page, on our main page. We've also just got people sending us their locations. So if you're on our page, tell us where you're from, suburb, state, and country, and county, and what time it is, so we can see where we're actually sharing the love around the world. So did we get that validation there, Bree? From
Yes,
Rosie, yep.
yeah.
So we've got to have quite a few validations tonight.
And beautiful.
And this is Brianna's first night. And how are you going there, Brianna? Are you hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually enjoying it. So I think I'm kind of in my element right now.
Yes, you've got it all worked out, haven't you? So
For once, yeah.
So we've got Sophia Tauron. She's watching. So thanks for joining us. Shani Devaney, thanks for joining us. Gert Corrigan, thanks for joining us. She says, hi, ladies. Can I please have a reading? So yes, you can. So what have we got for you? So over to Bree.
Was it Kurt?
Gert, Gert.
Gert, okay. Okay, for you, I think that you need to stop allowing yourself to get hurt by females because you are getting the attention that you probably never really got from, mum or, do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel that you're kind of basing your happiness and your emotional needs in something that you were deprived of as a child when it's not how it should be. You're supposed to be in a relationship that's equal and respectful, not a parental sort of thing, and that's not being disrespectful or anything like that. You've got a lot more to offer than what you give yourself credit for, mate. So I think that you need to just realize your worth. It's the same that what I say to all the ladies. You've got to just realize your worth, and then you're going to stop attracting the same repetitive cycle with people. You're going to have a lot of friends as well that are going to fall from your life because you're going to start answering your calling, if that makes sense, and people aren't going to like that. So that's okay. It's okay to, be different and not have people like you for things that you do. That's kind of, the story of mine and Leslie's life. So, it's just go for what you need to do, mate, because you're going to do a lot of good things in the world. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, hi, Gert. I get the number 12 and 14 around you. I feel like there's also some birthday coming up, and I feel like it's like around the 22nd, 23rd of this month as well. So if that's not a birthday, there's an anniversary coming up. It's like a 1 or 2 year anniversary I'm getting as well. I can also see that work going forward, things are going to be changing for you. And I'm getting, after Christmas around the end of January, early February time, and it's time for changes. And going forward next year, it's like you've actually, had a light bulb moment and you're saying to yourself, okay, I want to get ahead. What do I have to do to get ahead? I'm ready for it. I'm motivated. I need to get my shift to gear, and I need to get my act together now. So, and that's going to happen because you're going to make it happen. And I feel like you're extremely creative, but you're not using it enough. Okay. Your mind's a bit lazy, but you have good ideas. So you need to get out of that because you could be making money from this. Okay. So, and pushing, you're actually one of these type of people that can actually motivate, and it's like you're a healing motivator without being the healing person, if that makes sense. It sounds weird, but you're actually, a lot of people rely on you, and a lot of people put their support for you for what you do, okay? And I feel like there's a carer factor in there as well. And I can see, like a little team of kids, like you're a teacher. They show me it's like you're a teacher or a carer of young children. That's what I see. Or there's like quite like 3 or 4 children, and it looks like to me that they are thoroughly like happy around your environment. Your moods are really good, like you're actually quite an upbeat person. So, but you're not using it. And they show me that you play the guitar as well. So I just got the guitar. I just got music, and you like to read and write music and things like that. And I feel like you write songs, but you haven't actually publicized the songs. That's what I'm getting as well. And I see the music and the treble clef and all that. That's all I know about music, by the way. So the treble clef, and I see all that type of music stuff and how you've written it and that you're teaching. It's like you're teaching people how to write music. That's what I'm seeing. And if that's not you, it's definitely someone around you, because I see that crystal clear. I feel like that's going to pay off for you later, and I'll leave it there. Did you see Alison Lett? She's got a validation there, I think, for me. She said, she's a validation for Leslie. So far, so good at work. I've been evicted. Oh no, had to move out by spring. So you see me living in general area where I am now, and living by myself or with someone. By yourself, lovey. You need to get your act together. You need to get it all together. It's all going to fall into place now. The universe is planting good seeds for you. So even though it sounds bad to be evicted, I just feel like this is going to be really, really nice for you, because you need a change of scenery. It's like going to be a holiday, okay? So brace yourself. Just look for the beautiful future that's coming up. I keep telling you that. So what do you get for that there, Bree?
I'm pretty sure we answered this question for her last night. And the same.
I think it was Sunday night. Yeah.
Sunday night. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was one of the 2 nights. It was this week. But yeah, look, as I said, and I remember exactly what I told you. Don't sit there and just expect the property to fall into your lap, because it's not going to. Then you're going to leave yourself too short for finding another place to live. Just start looking for your options now. Start seeing, because you know what, you can find some really, really, really nice houses out there. And you're going to be much happier where you're going to move, because you're going to be by yourself, and it's going to be a house that you want to live in.
Yeah, and that landlord can't keep walking in your house when you're not home, because I keep seeing him walk through the house. He goes in there and has a sticky beak at everything. You can't leave anything private around at all, So it's going to be better for you anyway. So we've also got Robin Kane Kirby. She says you can also place amethyst geodes in areas of your home that seem to hold negative energy to bring the vibration up. I didn't know that, so that's beautiful. Thank you for that. We need to do some sort of, did we do Alicia Shea? She did a validation there as well. Can you see that one?
No.
She said, validation. The nan that came through was my partner's nan. Everything was spot on. She owned a ring with a stone, loved jewelry, very small and petite. She owned brass pots and pans. Oh, right. That's so cute. There you go. What else we got here? Gee whiz. I don't know what I'm drawing. I'm going to make this... what have we got here? Cutting in and out here in St. Mary's. Oh, okay, so the internet's cutting in and out there. Fair enough. So we've got Gary Merriam. We've already done him. Oh, this computer here has just had a bit of a moment. Did we do Justine James, her validation? Mm-hmm. We did her validation?
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick. I didn't even hear it. What have we got here? So Maureen Hopkins, we did her, did we?
Yes, we did, but there's also another validation from Robin Millet
go over to you.
As a additional validation for her dad. But she said, I got more validation about my daddy. I got him the recliner chair, which he sat in all the time when his father passed. He did used to twiddle his thumbs, just like you said, Leslie, and he owned his own insurance company. He sold cutlery and pots and pans around the country. Wow.
There you go. Jack of all trades I got too. So Robin Kate, she says, I normally try to meditate very early in the morning before the kids awaken, but occasionally I get bold and think I can sneak in the afternoon meditation. And nope, the universe rapidly reminds me why that's not my usual time. Fair enough. So there you go. I don't even meditate. If I meditate, I'd fall asleep. That's me. So, but anyway, so what do we got here? So you're a twin. I don't know what Hallie means there. I have no idea what he means there.
I've given up trying to keep up with the conversation.
Someone's got a conversation on our Facebook page, and we're trying to keep up with it here and try and do readings. So we'll just leave it for them.
Yeah,
we'll let them have a little gas bag over there. Someone's swearing on the page, but I don't know who, and I can't find it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm trying to keep up with the questions, guys. Where are we? So we've got Harley, Greg, Mary already painting the special jar. Okay, because someone's swearing. All right, we've done Zoe. We've done Vicky Price. No, she put a question there because I can see her responding. So we'll do Rebecca Russia. She says 5 a.m. here in India. Wondering if you are drawn to me for a general. Yes, we are. So there you go. Bree, over to you for Rebecca.
Well, Rebecca, you've got gorgeous energy. I will definitely say that. You have energy of a healer. I'll say that. I feel that you've got a little boy hanging around you as well that's gonna come into this world quite soon. But I feel like this child could also be a reincarnation of a miscarriage that you possibly may have had, going back maybe a few years ago, if this is for you. But this little boy that is hanging around, he's chosen you as his mummy, and he's definitely going to be making his way into the world in the next few years. I feel you're going to have, you're going to be in a situation soon that you're going to be in a bit of a white picket fence life. You're going to have everything that you could possibly ever want. You just got to keep going with the way you are, because you're doing very, very well at being able to, do your finances and stay focused to your, whatever you've got to do, your projects at work and your assignments and everything like that. You've done phenomenally. So I'll leave it at that and pass you over the list.
So Rebecca, what I get for you is I get the number 14 around you. 1 and 4 is 5. So we've got the 5th month. I feel like that May is significant for you. And I also feel like that, I don't know why, but they showed me the year 1968 and the year 1969. So I feel like either you were born on either around that time or something significant was happening there. So I don't know why they're showing me that. I don't usually get the years, but anyway, I'll just leave it at that. And I also feel like for you that January is a significant month coming up too. There's a couple of birthdays. They're saying like 3 birthdays or two anniversaries and 1 birthday or 1 anniversary, 2 anniversary, 2 birthdays. That's what I'm getting for you as well. And I just feel like there's a couple of children. The children they look like to me either 7 or 8 years of age, and I feel like they need a little bit more attention at the moment because Now, if they're not your children, I feel like they're either nieces or they're cousins or something like that. So they're quite young and they need a little bit more attention, these children, because there's something not right with the parents, okay? So the parents are either arguing and the children are getting neglected. So I feel like that you're like their little savior, okay? And they look up to you, and it's like you're the angel eyes. They're saying to me, the angel eyes, Auntie Angel. That's what I'm getting from them as well. And I'll leave it there. So do we have any more validations there, Bree?
Not at not at the moment. I will let you know if I come across one.
So Gert Corrigan, he says, thank you, ladies. So there's no validation there. So send us a validation. We love validations. So if you've just joined us, we're International Psychic Mediums. We relay messages from Spirit over to you. So Alison Lett, she said, thank you, heart. She said, you got that right about the landlord. Yeah, so I keep seeing him walking in the house, opening the door when you're not there. He's like a real busybody and just keeps watching. And you've got to set him up and just put like a coin or something like that on the door so that it so that when he opens the door, it falls down. You can't see it. It's behind the door, and you can just know that someone's been in the actual room. That way, you're going to have confirmation. That's what I get. What we got here? So Katie Dowell, she says, "Can I get a reading, pleases?" Yes, you can. So what I get for you, Katie, is I'm seeing a love situation here, or you're actually looking for love. They're saying to me as well. I also feel like for you that this is not going to happen, or is it, or it's going to be. It's going to be into the new year, okay? So I can't see it happening for 6 months. They're saying to me 6 to 8 months. So they're saying to me that you need to get your T's crossed, your I's dotted. There's a lot more things to do before you actually start to settle down properly. And if you're in a relationship now, there's a little things a little bit hairy. So I feel like it's two ways you can go. It's you can fix this one that you've got here, or you can move on really quickly, okay? And that's what I'm getting for that. So, and I'll leave it there. Over to you, Bree.
So I see you moving in the next 6 months, and it's going to be a huge move. It's going to be a big move, like probably cross-country or internationally. It's going to be a huge move, and it's going to be life-changing for you. I think that you are going to go through something where you're just going to be fed up with how life is, and you're just going to go, that's it. I'm just throwing caution to the wind. I'm just going to take a leap into the unknown and do this. Do it. It's the best thing for you. I feel that you're going to have a very successful life over in wherever you're going to move to, but that's not going to happen until you do relocate. I'll leave it at that.
And if you could validate the readings that we've been doing tonight, that would be amazing. So we just had Emma Walsh on our page, and she says, my pop said, hang on, whoops, my screen. My pop said, thank you. He actually got a haircut because his hair was itchy. That was for Gary Mundy. Fair enough. So we've also got here Katie. We just did Katie Dowell, do we? That's right. So we've got Kim J. She says, internet off for a little earlier and back on again. She said, would love a we did you though, Kim. So Kim, we did you about probably 20 minutes ago, I'd say. So she says here, anything about condition of motorhome ignition repairs, way forward. Yeah. So go back and listen to what we wrote there, lovey, because it's there. Can I have one, please? Shani Devaney. Did we do her, Bree?
No, we haven't done that yet.
Okay, let's do Shani Devaney. Okay, so over to you.
Shani, I feel that you need to just allow the drama in the family to continue, because there's nothing that you can do. No matter how much you try and mediate, it's not going to make a difference how much you're going to put yourself in the firing line. The only difference it's going to make is the insults and the unnecessary negative energy that is going to be literally aimed at you for that. Just let things happen as they are, because people are going to pay, they're going to get the consequences that they deserve. I'll leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say on the matter, because I do know a little bit about
Yeah, so what I get to, Shani, is I just feel like there's look, they're saying to me, it's like, that old show where Get Smart says there's chaos and things like that. Like you've got Get Smart, 99 and 86, the numbers and things like that. The old-fashioned show that Get Smart shows. Feels like you've got to hide, you've got to be secretive about things, and you've got to, that's the type of era that it is right now. And a lot of people are very naive around you, and they just take everything as what everyone says, and it's if it's BS or not, they just take it on board, and it's sort of like really getting under your skin at the moment. So but I just want to say too, going forward, things can change if you allow it to continue like that. It's going to continue, but if you can change it, so you've got to allow for breaking away from all this stuff as well, because it's just doing your head in. It's not pleasant, And I can see lots of phone calls back and forth, lots of phone calls. You haven't been off the phone, so, and that's not quite good for you, okay? So just, yeah, it does your head in, and you need peace. You need peace. Your body's the kind of body where it's sensitive. Your mind is sensitive, so you need a bit of peace. And they're saying to me, empathetic, empath. So you're a bit like us as well, but without that spiritual side. It's sort of like you get the feeling, the intuition, but it's not quite 100% like us at the moment. So, and I'll leave it there. So we have here, so I just want to go back to Zoe Anderson. She says that to do a reading for her, but we did one way earlier. We did one like the 6th person. So go back to the beginning of the show there, Zoe, and just see what we said about the reading there for you, lovey. So who else have we got here? Bree. We've got a lot of people busting each other on there. So anything from Spirit, greatly appreciated from Oana. So we've got here from Spirit for you. I just get like jewelry, and I get sort of songs and stuff like that. I feel like for you, Oana, there's significant songs that remind you of people. And I know that sounds general, but you have been hearing it a lot lately because Christmas is coming up, okay? And these people have passed around Christmas. And I also get the number 22 and 23 around you, Oana. So brace yourself for that, because it's going to be a little bit of rocky water leading right up till Christmas. It's going to be a little bit, they're saying to me, feral. But going forward after that, I feel like everything after Christmas, New Year's going to settle right down. It's like the calm before the storm, and then the storm goes, and it's beautiful. Okay, so, and I'll leave it there for you as well. Over to you, Bree.
Well, I feel that you're going to relocate again, and I think that you're also going to I actually feel that you're going to get a new car very, very soon. I've also got this this little boy coming through that he could have actually drowned, or there could have been some sort of tragedy around this little boy that you haven't quite grieved or gotten over yet. You need to start grieving, sweetie, and if it's not for you, then it's for somebody else, because you know what, this little boy is around you, and they misplace everything in the house, which sets your OCD off, if that makes sense. You know, they're always misplacing things, and I feel like that there's always this childlike energy in the room that you can't quite put your finger on, but that's who that is. Please validate that for me. I'll leave it at that and pass you over to Leslie.
Yes, I read her, didn't I?
So,
Zoe's just throwing me again. She said that we did say hi, but did we read her or not?
I don't think we actually read her.
Did we read her? What did we do? I can't remember. I wrote down letter, because I remember saying letter on the 1st of December. So mail on the 1st of December, because I wrote it down.
Because we've read for her in a lot of our lives, but I don't think we've read for her tonight.
Right, well then let's do it again.
Okay, let's do it again.
All right, over to you, Bree.
All right, so Zoe, you've got
I can't remember what I said, but anyway.
Neither can I, so we'll just wing it. Zoe, I've got your auntie coming through, or it's either actually a stepmother that actually could have actually tragically been taken in a car accident. She's with you in spirit, and I feel that there's been a lot of negative energy, or not so much negative energy, but more like a negative like urge to go and change something in your life, and that's actually her. That's actually her, wanting to push you through so that you can actually be the best version of yourself that you can be, because this person in your life was a huge role model when they were around, and they would always be, you've got to be the best version of yourself that you can be, and they're still trying to, push you to do that even from the other side. So that's beautiful. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so what I get for you is number 11 around you. So 1 and 1 is 2. So I feel like February for you is a significant month for you. And I also feel like there's a bit of pain underneath the rib cage on the left side there. It's on top of the cage and underneath the cage as well. So I just want you, it sort of takes your breath away. It's like a little bit of chest pain without the heart attack, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting for you. I just want you to make sure that, that's just, I feel like it's anxiety, but I just feel like you need to go and get it checked as well, because it's not pleasant, and it's like a stitch. That's what they're saying to me, but it's irrelevant, and it's unpleasant for you. So I just want you to go and get that checked as well. And they're saying to me, get the bloods checked, because I can see the bloodstream, and they're saying to me that something's not right in the bloodstream. It's like you haven't got enough calcium, you haven't got enough iron, you feel very fatigued. Everything you're running on the candle, the double-edged sword, the candle on both sides and things like that. That's what I'm getting for you as well. I also get the number 16 around you as well, and so 1 and 6 is 7. So you've got 1, 2, 6, and 7, and 16 around you, and 11. So those numbers are quite significant for you. If they don't resonate now, put them on your calendar. Just remember for next year, going forward, that these numbers will pop up for you, okay? And then you can validate it then for us. So if you've had a reading tonight, guys, make sure you come back to our page and then do some validations for us, because we do this all the time and put our necks on the line for you guys to actually to actually do the readings live, so that we actually pull in spirit directly from the beyond, if I can call it, I don't even know what to call it, in the universe or out there, whatever it is. So it would be really nice if you could validate the readings for us as well. So, have we got any more validations there, Brie?
Not at the moment. I've been keeping an eye, but I could do some past life readings if you want.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got, I just found one from Rebecca Russia. She says, May 5 is my birthday. Oh, beautiful. So we got that right. So January is my parents' birthday. Beautiful. Don't know about the children, as I am 68 and turning 69. Well, that's what I wrote, 68 and 69. That must be the 68 and 69. So what's number 19 for you then, Rebecca, as well? No small children in the family, as grandkids are all teenagers and older. But I feel like there's going to be 2 kids. I don't know why. I just feel like there's going to be 2 young children around the 7-8 year mark. And this is somebody around you. So either Emma Connell, or Christy Johnson. Can you confirm that? Because I feel like it's around those people there. Oana Stefan, can you confirm that? I feel like there's young children. There's like probably around the 8, 9, or 7 and 8 mark, something like that. So things are not right there. There's a bit of family trauma. So, and thank you for validating that. That's amazing. So do we do Emma Connell? Not yet. I've got Luana Jessup as well. I've got to find her message, but we'll do Luana Jessup. She says, "Hi ladies, good to see you both together. Are there any significant numbers for me, please?" So, oh wow, I get the number 16 around you, and I also get 17. So 1, 6, 7, and 16 and 17 around you, and I feel like 12 is a significant number as well. And they're not asking me to add that together either. So February, March is another good time for you, as well as April. So there you go. I'll leave it over for Brie. Nothing left.
Pretty much what she said. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all good. That's totally normal with psychic mediums that are working together alongside each other. They just, yep. Thank you, Spirit. But yeah, I don't actually have anything to say. I've just gone blank for that person, unfortunately. So
I feel like there's a dementia patient.
Yeah, I do
too.
too.
100%. So yeah, so Luana, tell us about the dementia patient, or somebody that does kind of lost their thought pattern, and they're a bit confused. It's sort of like they're dizzy. I can see them dizzy as well. So trying to stand up, holding onto walls and stuff like that. So yeah, bring that back up for us, and let us know if we're on the right track for that, please. Okay, so I've got Glennis Lacey. She says, "May I have an insight, please?" I haven't heard of an insight before. So over to you, Brie. You can do this one first.
An insight into
maybe the future, I guess. I don't know if that's what she means.
Yeah. So an insight, I feel like I need to get more the question first without just getting
but that's what it is.
Insight, okay.
So the question is, can I, where did it go? What is this? Oh, here it is. May I have an insight, please? So I'm just feeling that she maybe just do a general. That's easier.
Insight.
I'm not sure what she wants for insight though. Insight into what? Future, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'm not really too sure what she means by that either. But I feel that there's, when it comes into insight, I feel like it's insight going into a situation around your home life, and I feel like she's more like wanting knowledge around a situation with drama, if that makes sense. If that's the case, then awesome. If not, well, I'll read it anyway. I feel that you definitely have drama, and you have a bit of a hot temper, I feel, and you need to just pull it back a little bit. When things are said in the heat of the moment, they can't be unsaid, and they can be quite damaging, and you need to just learn to collaborate and get some sort of control over your thoughts before responding. And I know that's rich coming from me, but if I can give the advice, I will. When it comes to having a temper, it's not always easy to just put back. Believe me, I know that, but you just need to start taking a few deep breaths, because people are not going to always understand your pent-up anger, if that makes sense. But I'll leave it at that, because that's all I could get for the insight question.
Yeah, I just feel like insight. Well, I'm thinking insight into the future. That's what I'm getting for you. And I wrote down left arm pain. So left shoulder, I had shoulder pain. I can't lift my arm up. I feel like I can't go as high as I want to with my shoulder. And I feel like there's just weakness there for you. It's like you need physio. That's what I'm getting, or you're about to have physio. Something's not right there. And when I was trying to read the question as well, I felt like there was some form of blockage in the nose, or something's not right with your breathing. So it's either you struggle to breathe, or when you wake up in the morning, your nostrils are one side is blocked more than the other. I just feel like there's something not right there as well with regards to the breathing pattern. Okay, it doesn't feel like it's completely clear, if that makes sense, like emphysema or some form of takes your breath away. You can't even walk up 2 or 3 flights of stairs and it's catching up on you. Okay, so there's a lot of little nurgly things going on with your body there. And I just want to say too, my jaw is feeling a bit sore as well. So it looks like to me that you're grinding your teeth in bed, and that you're it's like it keeps you up in the day. It's like you have this really sore like jaw, like sore in the facial area. That's what I'm getting for you as well. And going forward there, Glennis, I just want to say too that you need to start looking after yourself. You've neglected yourself quite a lot, and you're also, and it's about time for you now. That's what I'm hearing. Enough is enough. It's about time for you. You need to start looking after yourself, because they say if you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything. So start looking after your health. That's the message for you. Okay, that's the insight for next year. And I'll leave it there. If that's something that you could validate for us, then please do so. So what do we got here? So we've done Rebecca Russia, we've done Glennis. She said you're still not 100% yet, Bree. What's that? Oh, with the cold, yeah. She's doing well. She just better not give it to me. That's all. So just saying. What have we got here? So she had hay fever this week too. So
yeah, hay fever seems to be contagious.
Yeah.
I'm a lot better though. Thank you for your concern, guys. I really am.
Yeah, so she's done really well. So she's sneezing her head off before we started on Tuesday night. So not this week, or Sunday night. Sorry, yesterday night. Last night was good. So hi ladies. Amy Santosh says, hi ladies. If drawn, are you able to do a spirit picture read from my cousin's gift? My cousin's girlfriend when send the picture on Facebook Messenger. Okay, well I'll see if I can find it. But we're not really doing the photos tonight, but I prefer to do them on Sunday night because it's a lot easier, because we don't have that dead air on our station. So Robin Kane, she says, maybe request a HGB A1C. What's a HGB A1C? I've never heard of it before in my life. So what we got here? So Christy Johnson, she says, my nephew just turned 7 last week. Okay, there we go. That's who it is then. Well, I said it was either Christy or that other lady before. Who was it that I was reading? Zoe, I think it was. Not that lady, sorry, Rebecca. So my nephew just turned 7 last week, and Alana, she says, Bree, sorry to say, but the drowned boy is definitely not for me. I had no one I know about that drowned. I hope whoever the boy comes through for can take it. Leslie, I'll have to keep a lookout for the 22 and 23. I do have a song from Bob Marley, okay, but that is when I'm worried about something, not to remember me about someone. Although around Christmas time, my grandpa passed on the 24th of December. Thank you so much for your time and energy. You're welcome. So keep those in mind. Keep the 22, 23 in mind. I don't always rule it out. I never rule out any of my numbers anymore. So Shelley Miller, she says, some guidance would be amazing, please. So over to you, Bree.
I feel like the guidance that you're looking for at the moment literally has a lot to do with family and that being torn apart by greed and money. I feel that there's a lot of drama when it comes to work and income, especially when it comes to the two main income earners of the household. You need to just not get involved with it. Things are going to work themselves out as they are. Things in the world are just haywire at the moment. They're not in any way, shape or form in a good place with this, what's going on with the world. The world is not in a good place right now. So, a lot of the backlash from that is coming through with who we communicate with. And I feel like in your family, that could definitely be the case. You need to just encourage people to love each other and love one another, because there's a lot of hatred in your family, mate, and you need to try and get a hold of it. Not you personally, but just people in the family need to, because it's just life's too short.
Exactly.
I'll leave it at that.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the comment online. Robin Kane Kirby, she says, I think Les has a future as a maths teacher. So I get all the numbers all the time. Oh, God, love you. So who are we reading? We've got Shelley here. She wants some guidance. So Shelley, what I get for you too is there's a lot of lack of communication around you. And I just feel like it's actually part on your part and the family as well. So you're all to blame, they're saying to me. So, and I feel like there's guilt, or there's some form of guiltiness about you as well. Okay. So, and people are picking it up. People are picking up that you're guilty of doing something or saying something that you shouldn't have. Okay. So it's like somebody has confided in you, but you've actually splurted out everything to everybody else accidentally, so you think that you're trying to help, but you actually made it worse. So pull back the reins and make sure that you can validate and to back up what you're saying, okay? Because they want to have backup. They want to have I just got pain in my chest. I've got pain in my heart as well. So it's like you've got some form of relationship issues, and love department is not as pleasant as it should be as well, because I feel like my heart has just exploded. My heart is actually really, really in sorrow at the moment. Okay, so and I really feel for you at the moment because it's not easy to be in this position, and and they're saying to me that it's the habit that's hurting you. It's the habit, it's the routine, it's everything that's hurting you at the moment. Okay, so you're going to have a little bit of a couple of obstacles to get through to get over Christmas, but I feel like after Christmas, the 2 to 4 month, and they keep giving me the pain in the chest, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. And I feel like somebody around you is either got chest problems or chest pain, or they're passed from chest problems, okay? Because they won't let me let this ride. So, and I feel like it's like a grandfather or a father figure. That's who I'm getting for you, okay? Yeah, it's a warning sign, and I feel like this person's had this warning sign before, and they're also saying to me to tell you to get it checked. If it's not you, it's someone close to you that's had issues with the heart. And I feel like this is a male, and this male has a big belly, and it looks like he might have the onset of diabetes, I've just heard as well. So please do your welfare checks on this person because it's really significant. And the one on the other side here is worried about it. So, and I'll leave it there. So we have a validation from Zoe. Did you see that?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Do
you want to read that one?
Yep. Validation. Yes, I do get a stitch feeling when I stand up sometimes, and I'm getting my bloods done tomorrow for deficiencies as I'm
good.
plant-based and have been feeling super fatigued lately, even though my diet is my diet is very healthy. And my doctor wants to check if I have deficiencies. You most likely do.
Oh, you do, 100%. Yeah. I felt it. Yeah. Iron, magnesium, you watch, zinc, everything.
I'm about to be stood down from work and have some dreams that have been taken back, that took the back seat, and I finally have time to focus on them. 50% anxious, 50% excitement. Thank you so much. Go for it, girl. You got this.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hang in there, girl. Okay, you'll be right. So there you go. And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Leslie Spalaviro, and we are international psychic mediums. So if you're an up-and-coming psychic medium, or you just want some help and some guidance, or just want to know how to manifest your future and things like that, we're doing a workshop coming up this Monday night. Go over to our page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and join the workshop. You can sign up there or register, as they say, and come along to the event. It's a Zoom. So we will be, sharing our gifts with you, and you will also be doing some exercises as well as, a bit of hypnosis, a bit of timeline therapy and stuff like that. Something completely different. It's not like the normal classes, and it's not that expensive. So I'm sure that you will enjoy the evening. It's a 2-hour class. So yeah, just hop over to our page and see how you go. So we've got Emmy Connell. She says, you haven't read me yet, but what you described about dementia and dizziness and holding on to things to walk sounds like my grandfather, and he was taken to hospital today. There you go. And no one else thinks that that's for them. It may be why you keep coming back to Brie. Yeah, that's it, 100%. So normally when we do this stuff, if we can't find the person, it's usually in the group of people that's actually live with us, and that's when we find it. I remember doing one would have been about 3 months ago now, Brie, with I think it was Nicole, and she said, "Can you read for Patty?" And we said, "Oh, okay." So we got everything. We read everything about what we saw, and she says, "No, nothing to do with me at all. Completely got it wrong." And then we scrolled up a bit, and there was this lady in there named Ashley, and she was like, "It's me. Everything you said, it was me. It's me." So we go, "Okay, well there you go. That's how strong spirit can be. You can be pulled into one direction, but then get slingshotted into the next. So that's the most important thing about remembering when you're doing all this stuff and becoming an up and coming psychic medium. You've got to remember that Spirit will do things in wonderful ways to push you. If you don't learn lessons with what you've learned in the past, and if it hurts and you don't learn the lesson, it'll push you into that, a little bit harder, difficult session of a lesson, so that you learn the lesson. If you don't learn it again, it'll make it even harder for you and harder until you get it. So, and then sometimes things are, in the opposite direction, will make it even brighter. So there you go. Yeah. But there's a lot of things that people can do with regards to manifesting their life and to making sure that they're on track, and in the way that you say things, the mindfulness stuff as well. So did we read out Luana Jessup's validation there? I can see it there. Have you got it there? So we've got a validation. She says, not sure on the dizzy person or the feel dizzy. Well, we found that one. And yeah, I can be blank at times as well. Anyway, I will go back and write the numbers down and buy a lotto ticket. You never know. Hey, well, it's you've got to share it with us now. We've got it on the page now, Luana. So she said, roll on February, March, and or April. Thank you, ladies. You both rock. Okay, thank you. So Robin, she says the blood work you mentioned could be the looks like the gases in the pancreas for diabetes. Well, that's what I said. I said diabetes there too. Yeah, right. Wow. So Alana, she said, Leslie, can't wait for when the storm passes and the good times come, because right now it is a you-know-what storm. Yes, well, just hang in there, love, because the more you keep saying it's a you-know-what storm, it's going to be even more hectic. So you have to plant the seed with the universe to make it so that you actually plant the good behavior seed, so it actually turns things into a better light for you. And I'll leave it there. So we've got a troll in here. Who's the troll there, Bree?
Oh, that's a first for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I've blocked out pretty much all the trolls. So Sandra Dorr, she says, you've got a troll in here. So where is it? Because I can't see it unless they've blocked me. So tell us what the name is so I can see if I can find it. So, and Leslie Hill is here. She says, oh, what a great name, Leslie. So she says, guidance, please, ladies. Over to you, Bree.
This is Shani Devaney's mother, so I've kind of read on the same situation. I think I'll just leave it for you.
Oh, right. Okay, I didn't even know that. So Leslie, so you have got an amazing name. I just must reiterate that again. And what I get for you is I get the number 13 around you, and I also have a really, really sore back. Like it's like my posture is all out. I sit like a hunchback. They're saying to me, you've got to actually sit up straight so that your posture is really, really, just like put yourself back into sync. They're saying to me as well. And it's like when you stand up, your shoulders are really rounded forward, and they're saying to me, you need to get some back exercise or physio on your back so that you can actually start to feel better. I feel like that too. You're actually in a position where you're constantly like it looks like that you're always slouched in a position and you're not quite standing upright. And I feel like that's a bit of lack of self-esteem as well. And going forward for you, I just want to say too that the number 22 and 2, so it's like the 22nd of the second, or look up the 222 number for your what's it called, angel numbers. I've got them here somewhere, I think. Where is it? Here it is here. So the number 222, I feel like for you, it says the right one, right place, right time, trust in what you want. Don't think of things you don't want when you see this number. So there you go. You've got to start trusting yourself and start to feel that you actually can do things when you put your mind to it. And I feel like you're very creative as well. You have got your head screwed on, but sometimes you just slip up here and there and you go, why the hell did I do that for? I know it was wrong or I know it was silly, but I still did it. Okay, so you're learning the lessons the hard way, and that's what I'm getting for you as well. And I'll leave it there. Do we have any more validations there, Bree?
Nada. Not at the moment, doll.
So we've got here Luana Jessup. She says, sharing is caring, of course. I'll remember you all when and if I win. Not remember us. You're going to have to, share the love there, Luana. Come on. Sharing is caring, all right. Let me tell you. So I just want to go back to this lady here, Mila Lindeo. She says, hi, ladies. Any significant numbers too for me, please? Thank you.
I think we've read her for like a few times.
Mila,
I think.
Mila.
I've read for her a couple of times privately, but yeah.
Yeah, well, privately. Well, I don't remember reading for her tonight, so I'll do the reading for her now. If you've already read for her, so what I get for you, Mila, is I get lack of communication, and communication going forward is going to be significant for you. And I just feel like also that time is of essence. Okay, so it's like you're running out of time for everything. So you need to start planning more and getting all the phases of everything, crystal clear, so that everything starts to feel like you're on track. And they're saying to me, your OCD, you like to have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, but you miss sometimes. They're saying, so you need to become more diligent with things and attention to detail, and things won't slip up on you. And I'll leave it there. Oh, gosh, and I feel like there's a bit of anxiety around you as well, okay? So if you're on one of our group pages, come over to our Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page, and you will be able to post up your question live on our Facebook page, and I'll leave it there. So Amy Santos, she says, watch them all win the lottery with the numbers. Yeah. Well, someone's calling me a maths teacher, so... do you want to read out what Greg Merry said there, Bree, while I write this?
Sure, but I'll let you read it just because I know the guy personally. So I will let... So it says, hey guys, any chance I can get a love reading? I feel the universe is starting to provide me with opportunities, and there may still be one in front of me, but I'm still kind of skittish with the whole thing. I feel drawn to someone at the moment, but it's hard to pinpoint why. Any advice would be amazing. I think I'll let you do this one.
Yeah, so as I said before there, Greg, you're in a pickle. You've been in a pickle for a while. So they're saying to me the quicksand's not going to get any better if you can't help yourself, okay? So it's time now. It's time. It's been coming for a while. And I've mentioned this, I think I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago in the reading as well, because it's important that you start to understand that you need to get your ducks in a row as well. You need to get your T's crossed, I's dotted, and push whatever you want to do out into the future so that you can start to get ahead. It's like there's a lot of turmoil around the family and a lot of pulling back, a lot of insults, a lot of self-esteem. The self-esteem has been pushed down as well. And I just feel like that you're not as confident going out and doing what you need to do for yourself, but you do have that tenacity, you do have that skill, you do have that ability, and you're just not applying it yet, okay? You're getting caught up in all the mini drama. That's what I'm seeing, okay? You're getting caught up with all that stuff, and it's not good for you. So but yeah, I just need you to start focusing on yourself and push forward into the future for that, okay? So, and I'll leave it there. So do you have any validations there yet, Bree?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay, right. So we've got Oana Stephan. She says, ooh, I ended up a week in the hospital with pancreatitis because of side effects to a medication. So it's really not something to play with. Yeah, there you go. Wow. That's not good. That's not really good.
No.
So Leslie Hill, she said, thank you, ladies. You're always spot on. Love your show. And a kiss. Thank you. Give us some more meaty stuff in there, guys. We want some more meaty validations, okay? Far out. So I'm just going to go back to back up the thing here, the page a little bit more, because I think I missed somebody here, Brie. Shelley, did we do Shelley Miller? We did Shelley Miller, did we?
I'm pretty sure we've almost read everyone on the stream, to be honest with you.
There you go. What about did we do Christy Johnson?
Yes, I think we have. I don't know. These names all sound familiar.
Because they come on all the time. I know. So yeah, if you've got a question about anything spiritual or psychic, let us know. If you want to come on a ghost tour with us, also post it up here on our page, because Brie wants to take me on a horror movie type ghost story type thing. So yeah, so we need to actually get some people, quite a lot of people, because I'm not going by myself with it, because she's going to terrorize me. Okay, so and maybe put some suggestions there about where, and we live in Sydney, New South Wales, so whereabouts do you think that we should go, and what's the reasons why, so I can get a better idea of what I'm going to be in for. And by the way, everybody, I showed Brie my veggie patch tonight, and what did you think of it?
I thought it was quite impressive, considering the battle that you've had with that thing.
And then it rains. I sprayed it to death this morning, and it rains again this afternoon. So
it's such a funny. I love hearing about your veggie patch, because it's like you can turn any kind of situation into something quite humorous. Not for you, but for everybody else, obviously.
Well, there you go. Yeah, for everybody else laughs at me. My Tuesday night show, when we're on here every Tuesday night. 10 till midnight and Sunday night as well, and I've had a few issues with my veggie patch. If you're just sort of tuning in now to us, because it's been an absolute disaster for me, and I was really proud of myself when they started growing, and they're getting bigger, but it's very traumatic, and Brie thinks it's funny, but I'm gonna cry anyway. So
sorry, I warned you. I said don't bring up the veggie patch on radio, and you're going to set me off. I promise you.
So we've got here Kerry Russell, and she says, "Hi, lovely ladies. Would really appreciate a reading. Thank you." So over to you, Brie.
This for
Kerry Russell.
Kerry, I feel that you need to reevaluate some friends, darling. You're going to have a couple of girlfriends come into your life very soon that is going to be very suited to your social and things that you like to do just with your hobbies. These girls are going to be very close to you, and they're going to be very, very good friends, but you need to declutter other people in your life in order to make room for these better people, because your vibration is raising. And when that happens, people that aren't vibrating at a similar frequency to you, they actually fall away. And that's what's happening with you at the moment. You're going to attract people that are very much like-minded, and you're going to stop feeling so crazy. You're going to meet your soul family soon, which is actually really exciting. I love meeting soul family members. I'll leave it at that.
I get the number 17 around you, Kerry, and I also feel like for you, what was the question? It was appreciate a reading. Okay, I get the number 17, so 1 and 7 is 8 around you, and I feel like August is August was a significant month, and I also feel like I've got pain from my neck all the way down. It's like you've slept the wrong way, and you're trying to turn, you can't turn because your head is so sore. I also get the number 22 around you, so 2 and 2 is 4. So those significant dates are coming up for you in the near future, and I also get that September was a significant time for you as well. So just going forward with work and relationships and things like that, I just feel like everything is in its mode right now. Okay, so it's either come or go and do your own thing. Okay, so it's like you've got stepping stones with work to go forward. There's two. It looks like to me 2 stepping stones to go forward with work, and there's just all management or managerial or supervisory or something like that. So there's a little bit more opportunity, a little bit more money, but the money's been a little bit tight at the moment too. And they're saying to me, you've got empty pockets. They're showing me that you've got holes in your pockets, which means you're spending money. Okay, so you need to pull back the reins for that. Even though it's Christmas, it's like you've got to become the Scrooge about it all, because otherwise it's going to catch up with you for next year. Okay, so everybody needs to save their money, put it aside for the rainy day when the rainy day comes, and start to stock up on all your food. Okay, so lots of people in automatic mode. They're not getting out of automatic mode. They should actually be getting out of automatic mode and setting themselves up for the future. Nothing's going back to normal. Let's put it that way. Okay, and I'll leave it there. Thank you for your question. So here we go. We've got Shelley Miller. She says, ladies, do you have any messages for my 18-year-old cat who passed this year? I love pets too much. I don't like reading pets. Over to you, Brie. I'll leave you with that one there.
Oh, thanks. Well, I'm not very good at animals. I will be honest there. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be able to read something that I don't feel like I can. So
I feel like it was a black and white cat.
So do I, but I was going to,
like a big spotty black and white cat, It's like the black nose, the bit of the white, bit of socky, white socky on his feet and stuff like that.
Well,
so
I wasn't going to say anything because, like, last time I said something, I actually came up with Garfield. You came up with
I got the cat, and then you come up with Garfield. But we found Garfield later.
Yes, but Garfield wasn't deceased.
Fair enough. Okay, righto. We'll leave that one. But anyway, so so the cat. I just feel like the cat was. It's saying he's like a tomcat. Okay, and I get that. I get 18. Look, she said 18, didn't she? What did she say? 18-year-olds. Yeah, I got the number 18 too. So, what does 18? Even though it's an 18-year-old cat, but I get the number 18 for the 18th month. What is that to you as well? So I get the number 1 and 8 is 9 for you. So that's the spirit message for you. So look up those dates. If that doesn't resonate, I feel like Christmas is going to be a really good time. And it's shown me too that you see shadows of this cat. Okay, and there's a photo. So it's got big white whiskers, and you've got a big photo on like either something in the hallway. You've got floorboards. It's got this big cat photo, black and white photo in the hallway, and it's beautiful. So and it knows it's there. So, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. So we've done Kerry Russell, have we? Yes, we just done Kerry Russell. So we've got Emmy Carroll. She said, you missed me. If it's not meant to be tonight. So did we do her? I remember seeing the name. I probably didn't write it down.
No, she was saying that we could have, I think it was her grandfather that may have dementia.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, let's go back to her then.
Yeah.
So we've got, you missed me. If it's not meant to be tonight, though, it's okay. No, we'll do you now. So over to you, Brie.
Sweetie, the friends that you've got at the moment, you're too pure and too good for the drama and the gossip and the low vibrational stuff that's been going on around you at the moment. Okay, you've got gorgeous energy, very, very warm energy. You actually seem like someone that I'd get along with, honestly. If we would ever sit down and have a cup of coffee, not saying that's ever going to happen, but we get along quite well, I feel, and that's just because our energy resonates. I feel that with you as well, that you need to, like everyone else, people do actually fall away from your life when they don't resonate with your energy. That's going to be the same thing with you. And it's going to be a bit of a lonely road, but don't feel that there's anything wrong with you. It's just what has to happen, especially in the spiritual awakening process. I feel that with you, you actually are going to be, I feel like you're a healer, and I feel like you could be a psychic medium too, because of the just the feeling that I get from you as well. So start recognizing the energy that you start to feel in rooms that you walk into, and when you start talking to yourself, it's not the first sign of madness. It means that you're a medium. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, and I just get the same thing too. Like I see the shadows, you're seeing shadows, you're seeing like lights flickering when you're thinking about something. It's, and the lights turning off. It's really, really important that you pay attention to that, because it's like this new awakening. And you're also getting double numbers. It just showed me 1122, 1111, 1133. 110, 111, so you're getting all that number thing too as well. So they're the angel numbers, and everybody's born with angels and everyone's born with spirit guides. You just got to learn how to use them and put boundaries around them as well. So, and I'll leave that there.
The difference is the music. SWR 99.9.
And welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Leslie Spalaviro, and we are international psychic mediums. We relay messages from spirit through to you. So we've just done quite a lot of readings. I think we've probably, maybe 30 readings already, and maybe more. Yeah. I'm guessing more. A lot of readings tonight. So there's quite a few validations coming through as well, but I want more. So Robin Kane, she says, I don't know, but since my awakening in 2012, I walk around always feeling like someone has a hand on the center of my upper back. Well, there you go. So you just got to tell them to leave you alone. Tell them to send them off. Just acknowledge and send them off. That's what you're going to do with them. So Amy Santos says, just wondering if you'll be drawn to reading the picture message I sent some time ago or on Sunday instead. Yeah, we'll do it on Sunday. So remind us again on Sunday, Amy, please. So Dwayne Mercer's here, and he says, see, that shows how awesome you can talk to cats. Well, I'm hoping that I haven't got the validation for the cat yet, but we'd love to have the validation, because we don't usually do animals. We usually do the spirits, So Robin Kane says, I am curious about what others experienced, though. I actually had no point of reference for that until you asked your question. There you go. So what else we got here, Bree? There's a lot of conversations on our pages, sort of throwing me a bit because I'm trying to catch up with the reading. Oh, I've got a validation. So here we go. Miller Lindaro, she says, validation. Thank you, Leslie, for my reading. True about the lack of communication with everyone at the moment, and I do get anxiety, specifically now with COVID, that has been found at my daughter's school, which scares me. Thank you so much for the time. Don't be scared, lovey. Everything's going to be fine, okay? It's nothing to worry about. Seriously, just don't worry about it. Alana said, I had no clue about wings until someone mentioned that on yesterday's live. That's right. So I've actually had experience where I've actually done a private reading for a young girl, and she was virtually an angel, and I felt like I was in the presence of an angel. She was so spiritual, and she was only about 18 years of age, and I kid you not, I said to her, is your back sore? I said, because I can feel that your angel wings have shredded off, and it's like a cicada when it shreds its shell and it comes back to life, and it's got a beautiful set of wings. Yeah. Well, that's what was happening with her, and I said, your wings have shredded off, and then they're coming back, and she said, well, that would make sense, because her presence was like I said, I feel like privileged to be in the presence of an angel. It was so beautiful.
There are a lot of multi-dimensional beings that are starting to incarnate on the earth at the moment. And yes, you're going to probably want to lock me up at a loony bin when I say this, but no, it is honestly the case. If you actually, clairvoyants can usually see what they call etheric wings, and they actually are, because people like earth angels and people that are actually here from other dimensions do come and incarnate here to help shift the world into global awakening, if that makes sense. And that's what earth angels and light workers and starseeds and all that are here for. It's interesting, but yeah, no, it is definitely quite possible that you are in the presence of an angel, 100%. It's just, lucky you, lucky you. But yeah, the sore back is because from what I heard and what I believe, the sore back is because your wings actually can't open. They can't spread because there's so much holding them down. That's
exactly. It's like that Lucifer show. That's my favourite show. If you haven't seen Lucifer, watch Lucifer. I love it. If you're into all this stuff with us and the angels and the spirit guides and everything like that, then you're going to love Lucifer. And when he opens up, he gets his wings cut off, and then he opens up his wings, and it's just amazing. It's so pretty. So yeah, and that's what happens with your body. You can feel like if you're actually really empathetic, or if you're really the kind of spiritual person that you are with spirit. And I'm not talking about people that just fluff it up and say, I've got to do this with a crystal, I've got to do that with a card, I've got to do this and got to do that. A real genuine person doesn't have to brag about it or make it into something that it's not, okay? It's just naturally there. It's naturally genuinely there. And, it starts to feel different, and you'll feel the presence in them. It's like a completely different presence. And that's what you'll get to learn how to do, or learn from yourself over experience. So, but we've got a couple of validations here before we wrap it up tonight. So, yes, Oana, I've just expanded on that wings thing. So I'm not sure if I can really put any more information to that. So, and then we've got Greg Mary. He says, thanks, Leslie. That that previous reading really helped. I've gotten away from the family drama, which is why I'm living at my dad's again. I've also gained a lot of confidence, and I've been focusing on what's going to get me ahead in life. The person I'm drawn to is one of the other students in my security course. We haven't spoken much, but I get a strange feeling around her that's hard to explain. Yeah, it's a fluffy feeling. It's a love feeling. That's why it's called a crush for a reason. Okay, so. And I'll leave that there. So how do you feel, Brenna, after your first night?
Oh, pretty good. A little bit tired. a little bit tired.
It catches up on you because it's pretty full on. It doesn't stop in here, that's for sure.
Not only that, I've been needing to cough for the last 45 minutes, but I can't because there's a microphone sitting in front of me.
Yeah,
So
well, don't do that. So keep that love to yourself. So if you've loved our show, so like, share, and jump over to our page and give us some validations if we've done a reading for you in the past. So send us some validation. We've got a big one here. My gosh, lucky I was just about to close off. So we've got Amy Connell there. Bree, did you see that one?
Just popped in.
Yeah. Do you want to read that one?
It says, "Wow, you are both spot on, Bree. I have very few friends, and now as I realise most of them weren't worth it, and you are right, they were just meant to fall away. I'm sure they are. Leslie, you are so right with all the numbers you mentioned, 11s and 22s, etc. And you mentioned angel numbers too, which is exactly what I've been looking up to see what all these numbers mean. I've been seeing, I've been having medium experiences just in the last few weeks. And sorry, I'm blind as a bat.
Yeah, and I'm trying to learn to trust myself, which is why I'm trying to figure out why I heard 17. I was so sure I heard it. I just can't figure out why. I was kind of hoping it meant I'd see my son on 17th this month, but that may be wishful thinking. You have to manifest it, Lovey, okay? If you can't just say, put the negative on it before it's even happening, okay? She said, you were both so accurate on what you said. It spun me out. Thank you very much. Yes, and thank you too. We love the validation. So thanks, guys, for the very, very meaty validations. And if you missed out on a reading tonight, then come over to our page on Sunday night at 10 o'clock till midnight. We try and stream a bit later on the Tuesdays and the actual Sundays so that we can capture the overseas audience so that they can, perhaps we can share our gift with them overseas and shed some light on some, situations for people and just get them out of sorrow. So we do this for love. We do this 6 hours a week streaming live. This is probably, I think I worked out the other day, probably Brianna's 47 or 57 show, and I've done about 115 shows live now. So that's pretty cool. So we're very experienced.
I think you were actually at 0.75 with the when I started. I started at the beginning of June.
Yeah, right.
No, end of June.
There you
One
go.
of two of them. Yeah.
And are you enjoying it?
I love it. I honestly love it.
Yeah.
It's my life, honestly.
Yeah,
I would not have my life any other way. It's a pleasure being up here working with you and doing all this.
Likewise, it's the same. It's the same for me too. So we've got a workshop coming up on Monday night as well. So if you want to join us for a workshop, it's all about mediumship. It's all about psychic. We're going to give you exercises. If you're an up and coming medium, it's going to be good for you as well. If you just want to have some motivation and manifestation skills as well, I'm going to hypnotize everybody in the Zoom, and don't think it can't be done, because it will be done. So, and push you into the future so that you can actually set yourself up and motivate yourself to the future. So join our page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we will see you back here on Radio SWR 99.9 FM on Wednesday next week. And have a good evening, people. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Perfect timing. Hang on, because this is still on. Give me hair. Oh, I gotta get that off. What have we got here? Okay, that one off. There you go.